Welcome to a Dice Tower daily unboxing. We are looking at Eclipse Second Dawn for the Galaxy today. This is the second edition of Eclipse here. I have the first edition, so I'm really excited to see what's inside the box for this. So there's tons of stuff that's going to be going on. Let's go ahead and crack this thing open and see what it looks like on the inside. One of the things I'm really excited about this is that they're going to be upgrading a whole bunch of the components for the game. Oh, look, the back comes off there. Interesting. So let's rip this thing open. So much cellophane. Cool. Well, it looks like you have a tray here for all the tech stuff. So when you put your techs out, they'll fit in the different slots here, and you'll be able to grab them out. And it looks like they have the stuff for the expansion techs and things like that, and a turnaround tracker. Nice little rule book. Cool. It looks like they've redone a bunch of the graphic design and art on this, which looks really cool. Let's see. Oh, cool. They have the new ships in the game as well. And things. They changed the color of the technologies too. That's awesome. Okay. But yeah, there's the rulebook. Good stuff. Oh, this is what every game needs that has these inserts. Is a thing that shows you how to put the inserts back in the box and where everything goes. Oh, perfect. And it shows where all the different components and pieces go as well. Awesome. Oh, cool. So here's... looks like the dice. Wow, the monoliths are 3D pieces now instead of little tokens. You have all of your little orbitals, which you can put, I know these aren't the right crystals or the right tokens, but you can put your little things in there to show which resource they are. Nice. And then, of course, your dice. Oh, these dice are pretty standard. Nothing too crazy about them. So there's two of those trays, which of course you can put on each side of the table. And here's the thing that holds all the little ship mods. So you'll have different types of ship mods, and you'll put them all in there, and you'll pass this around the table so people can upgrade their ships. Some bags for the victory points and things like that you'll get from combat. Oh, nice. They have these color-coded. Wow. So each of these has the different player ships, and you have your different type size ships for the game and your star-based things. These will track your resources. Ooh, I like these. These are like almost like, they're not like white plastic, they're like translucent, like frosted. That's really cool. Okay, there's that. And then yellow. This should be easy because you just hand this to the player and they get to go ahead and go at it. Blue. Looks like the pieces have been tossed around in there a bit, but not too bad. I really like the ship miniatures in this too, because each faction is now going to have completely different ships. These are the ones that were in the ship pack 1 or whatever that you could buy extra for the first edition. So they just added that into the base game so that each of the faction ships look different. But I love how they're in their own custom little things here. And these guys, and let's see here. I love this faction just because their stuff's very cube-like and Borg-like. They're also very good at, I think these are the ones that have a ton of money right off the bat. Awesome. Oh, and here you go. Here's the little central base thing. The little defense thing that starts in the middle of the board that's not too hard to take out, but you definitely have to have a sizable force. But when you get that center space, it's worth a ton. And here's a round tracker to track the number of rounds. And then here is all the cardboard you get. Let's see. Pretty thick sheet here. Oh, another thing to note is that, is it on these? I'm not sure which thing. Oh, it goes on the top of this. I think there's a thing that might go on top of it. Huh, I'm not exactly sure 100% how this works. I know you're supposed to be able to track this stuff. And the cubes are supposed to go in the different spots, and you track around the edges of it. But I thought there was supposed to be a piece that goes on top of this. I'll have to look deeper into that. It might be one of these things. Oh, here it is, the dual layer part of it. Let's pop one of these out to show how it works. The first edition of the game, the cubes and stuff that you would have in the game were very hard to keep in the right place because they were all over the place. All right, so tons of technology, tons of different bits. But here is one of the things for the cubes that are going to go on top of this piece here. So it shows, another thing I like is all the things that you don't need to keep have little trash cans on them, so that's pretty cool. But yeah, see, these are going to pop onto here. Let me just show this, because this is one of the big draws of this version of the game, being able to have these recessed boards that pop into here on each of the player colors, and then your cubes are going to sit in the different slots here. So in the other game, or in the first edition, you'd have to like buy something to help keep these things from shaking around. And this is going to make it much easier to have your board. And then these are actually going to track how many resources you have by popping into the side here. So hey, I have 3 of the, I think this is for buying ships, and this is your money for basically paying your resources, and then here's your science. And these pop on here and can go around the little track on the outside. And then these, of course, are going to be able to stay in the right place. And I have to punch the rest of these out, so that way you can put all the cubes in there. But yeah, I love that. That's awesome. But yeah, tons and tons of cardboard here for all of your different technologies. Wow, there's lots of stuff here. Oh no, the dreaded plasma missiles. Oh, interesting. I wonder if this was a change. I think they used to not cost any energy. It looks like they cost extra, at least 1 energy now. So that's awesome. Or maybe I was mistaken, but I'm not sure. I just played the app recently, and maybe it has old rules in it that they've errated at this point. And all the different stuff here. Lots of technology, lots of ship parts, and of course, what would a Space 4X game be without tons of hexagon tiles with different space planets on it? You can get different types of planets. I'm always looking for the ones that give you money, because that's what you need to keep your economy going. But of course, science is awesome because you can get technologies, and the resources are good so you can build your ships. Awesome. Well, that looks like pretty much everything that comes in there, except for the different alien shipboards. So these are double-sided with humans on one side, the Terran, and then the different alien races on the other side. So there's the Descendants, the Planta, the Orion, Hydrin. I'm not even going to try to say all the names of these, but yeah, I remember what all of them do. Like, these are really good at building up their ships. They can build faster. They have extra build. They have 3 build instead of 2. And then, of course, they can upgrade 3 instead of upgrading 2. So it's cool. Or you can play with the human side, which is not bad because they can trade 2 for 1 when they trade. So it's easier to make your resources work for you properly. Awesome. Well, I love that they've redone a ton of the art. They've redone art on all of these tiles and stuff like that. It looks really good. And that is the unboxing for Eclipse: Second Dawn for the Galaxy.